Right now at 5, the DNR terminates leases. The Minnesota agency delivers a blow to the Mesabi Metallics project up in Nashwauk. Plus, your shot to summer. Governor Tim Walz announces new incentives pushing more Minnesotans to get vaccinated. And a robbery suspect in custody. Superior police say a man has been caught after shoplifting and tasing a customer.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Thank you for joining us on this edition of CBS3 Live at 5. We are taking a live look at the bridge in Virginia, Minnesota. We're just an hour away from there. Mesabi Metallics was dealt a huge blow today in Nashwauk. Good evening, everyone. I'm Ryan Half, filling in for Kristen Vaki. Major news on the Iron Range. The Minnesota DNR has terminated mineral leases for the Mesabi Metallics mining project. The DNR gave Mesabi a 20-day extended window to meet requirements for its project to build a taconite and pelletization facility in Nashwauk. The company needed to have $200 million in its operating account by May 1st or face termination. On May 5th, the company had not yet met that requirement. Mesabi Metallics currently has $100 million in its account, but cited pandemic-related issues for the delay in the other half of that money. As of today, that requirement has still not yet been met, so the DNR has moved forward with terminating those leases. However, the president of Mesabi Metallics says he is confident the project will still move forward despite today's announcement. CBS 3's Alexis Bass has the latest.
Just a week ago, the company hosted a thank you luncheon and seemed to be celebrating the project. Today, Larry Sutherland maintained that's still the case, stressing they will do whatever it takes to complete the project. But it's unclear as to how after the DNR decided to terminate the company's mineral leases. The state agency said it will follow up with the company on next steps regarding any equipment that may be needed to remove from the properties. Mesabi Metallics said the $850 million project will support nearly 1,000 construction jobs by next spring and add more than 300 long-term jobs once construction is finished today. Sutherland didn't seem deterred by the state's announcement.
It's substantial when you look at the facility and what's already been constructed, and we have a renewed commitment to complete this. And I'm very confident and optimistic that we will complete this.
Sutherland says today he asked the DNR for a 48-hour extension to inject an additional $100 million into their operating accounts. That request was denied. Today's announcement is also a blow to Nashwauk. The city has seen this project being on again, then off again for 14 years. There is a glimmer of hope as Cleveland Cliffs and U.S. Steel have expressed interest in taking the project over.
Our thanks to Alexis for that report. Representative Pete Stauber has weighed in on today's lease termination just moments after that announcement. Here's what he had to say.
We want to make sure that the Iron Range remains vibrant, and mining is a big part of it. It's our past, our present, our future, and I just want to we want to get through this and make sure that it happens. And you know, my job from that federal level is make sure those federal permits go along with the project.
Congressman Stauber did not elaborate on what he thinks might happen next for that project, given that lease termination. Across the bridge in Superior, Mayor Jim Payne will deliver his State of the City address tonight. He is expected to largely discuss the ongoing pandemic and how it has impacted the city and what things will look like moving forward. Other topics include investments in police and fire departments, racial discrimination, and improvements to infrastructure, streets, and transportation. The mayor's address starts at 7 p.m. at the Cedar Lounge. You can find our recap on the CBS 3 News at 10. Starting tomorrow, 100,000 Minnesotans will be able to pick a prize just for getting vaccinated. Governor Tim Walz announced the Your Shot to Summer incentive program today. Starting tomorrow, the first 100,000 Minnesotans to get their vaccine can choose any of these prizes. They include 2 Northland-specific options, including the Great Lakes Aquarium and the Northwoods Baseball League. Walz says they tailored the prizes to the things Minnesotans enjoy.
We do want to encourage people to get out there. We hope that these are lifelong. This might be some people's first fishing license. We hope they buy one every year after that.
Federal COVID relief money is paying for that incentive program, which runs through June 30th. Across the nation, Wednesday's mass shooting in San Jose, California is once again renewing calls for Congress to pass legislation on ending gun violence. Skylar Henry reports from the White House.
Flags have been lowered to half staff at the White House in memory of those killed in Wednesday's deadly mass shooting in San Jose. President Biden in a statement urged Congress to take immediate action to end gun violence, saying every life that's taken by a bullet pierces the soul of our nation. We can and we must do more.
There's a sameness to this, and that numbness, I think, is something we're all feeling.
California's Governor Gavin Newsom didn't mince his words as he expressed his anger and frustration at yet another deadly shooting.
It begs the damn question, what the hell's going on in the United States of America? What the hell's wrong with us?
Some members of Congress hope this latest gun violence spurs them into action.
The time is now, and I am ready for a vote.
But judging by a Senate committee hearing on gun violence in March, the parties remain far apart on this issue.
Every time there's a shooting, we play this ridiculous theater where this committee gets together and proposes a bunch of laws that would do nothing to stop these murders.
This is a preventable epidemic. We've got to solve it.
Chris Brown is the president of the gun control group Brady and says the pressure is on the Senate.
What do you think it takes to spark some sort of substantial reform?
Look, I think we're very close to seeing substantial reform happen, but I think it's going to take an awakening of a few members in the Senate.
There have been 62 mass shootings just this month alone, according to Gun Violence Archive, which defines a mass shooting as 4 or more people shot or killed other than the shooter.
That was Skylar Henry reporting. The U.S. House did pass a bill that would expand background checks back in March. However, that legislation is currently stalled in the Senate. A man accused of using a taser to rob Twin Ports businesses is behind bars tonight. According to Superior Police, one of the robberies happened Wednesday evening at the CVS pharmacy near North 28th Street and Tower Avenue. Police say the suspect robbed the store, then tased a 68-year-old woman, robbing her as well.
The electric weapon was used on a customer that was inside the store. She was shaken up at the time of the incident, but did not require any medical attention.
Officers later tracked down the suspect's car and eventually arrested him in Duluth after a pursuit across the Blatnick Bridge. Police say the suspect allegedly robbed another store in the Duluth area. Turning now to the weather, meteorologist Dave Anderson taking a look at a windy and cold day out there right now.
And it'll be probably a windy-ish night tonight, too. And really cold tomorrow morning. If it was nippy this morning, it's going to be even chillier come tomorrow. So most of the area, Minnesota and Wisconsin, looking at straight-up freeze warnings through 7 o'clock to even 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Down to our south, just north of Minneapolis, freeze watch. And in the Upper Peninsula, a frost advisory. So the cold is doubling its efforts to chill us down here, even though June is right around the corner. Overnight low temps could drop into the 20s for a lot of towns. Precip-wise, well, that low-pressure system we were eyeing up from the west yesterday, for the most part, went down to the south and didn't really affect us much in a rainy way, but it sure did in a cloudy way. So we're going to be cloudy tonight, but cold at the surface, and indeed, most of us face a freeze warning. Tomorrow, higher pressure will clear us up a bit, but not warm us up. 55 is a good 12 degrees cooler than normal. Will the weekend for Memorial Day come around towards the warmer side of life? I'll let you know with the 7-day coming up in just a few more minutes.
Thank you, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5. Folks in Hayward are gearing up for their first farmers market of the year. Plus, Two Harbors is welcoming in a big new attraction. Stay tuned for City by City next. And tonight at 6, we take you to Ely, Minnesota, where crews broke ground on a new $20 million school.
CBS 3 News is brought to you by Ralph Eye Care Specialists.
Funerals can be emotionally devastating for a family to go through. Besides the sorrow, loved ones are left with the high cost of arranging a funeral. Funeral Advantage was formed to help protect your family when they need it most. It pays your loved ones up to $20,000 immediately for funeral and any other expenses.
It's a good feeling to know that my family will be taken care of if anything happens to me.
Funerals can easily cost $9,000 or more, but government benefits pay only $255, leaving your loved ones to pay the rest.
It's so easy. Just answer a few simple health questions. This is so affordable, even for someone like me who's on a fixed income.
If you're 40 to 85, get information on how to protect your family. Funeral Advantage is something we all need. There's no risk or obligation. Call now.
Get the facts about how easy it is to protect your family. There's no risk or obligation. Don't wait. Call the number on your screen now.
You better have a good reason for paging me 911.
The fans are screaming for Clarice.
Walk the path. See what we missed the first time.
Binge the latest episodes now.
It's not a sin to have a few blank spots. It is for me.
Before the next secret unfolds.
This is going to get very ugly.
I am trying to find out how deep this goes.
A new Clarice, Thursday, June 3rd, or stream anytime on CBS.
Heart attacks and strokes happen, even in the midst of COVID-19. And at least one will occur while you're watching this. Heart attacks and strokes are medical emergencies. If you experience symptoms of a heart attack or stroke, do not delay seeking care. Call 911 immediately. Hospitals are prepared and can safely treat you. Visit cdc.gov/coronavirus to learn more.
Welcome back, everyone, to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Spirit Mountain on this gray, windy day. Dave Anderson will be in with this week's forecast in just a few minutes. But first, let's take a quick look around the region. A new North Shore attraction is opening this weekend that's promising family fun. And the first farmers market of the year is coming to Hayward, Wisconsin. Let's take that trip around the Northland, city by city. A new pit stop in Two Harbors will be opening its doors this Saturday. The Burlington Station is promising fun for the whole family, offering a model train depot, an expansive gift shop, and a new candy store called Callie's Sweets. There you can find a sweet treat from fresh fudge to gourmet popcorn. Right now, admission to the Burlington Station is free for all ages. However, station leaders plan to work on the train depot all summer. So once that's completed, there will be a fee to enter that part of the attraction. Moving to Wisconsin, on June 1st, the city of Hayward will hold its first farmers market of the year. The farmers market will run from 1 to 6 p.m. at the Lumberjack Bowl. Even though the first market of the year is on a Tuesday, event leaders say they plan to host the market every Monday at the same time from June through September. Staying in Wisconsin, the Faith Lutheran Church of Maple will be having their annual Rummage Bacon Plant Sale next Saturday, June 5th, from 9 a.m. to noon at the Maple Community Center off of Highway 2. Church leaders say everyone is welcome, but all participants must wear a mask. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, you can send us an email to newstips@cbs3duluth.com, and it might just be featured on air as we go around the Northland, city by city. Still to come on Live at 5, the Duluth Yacht Club sailboat races are officially underway for the summer. We'll take you aboard one of those ships after the break.
If you take today's high temperature of 44 degrees and double it, you get the record high of 88 from 2018. So we're halfway there. We'll get a little bit closer towards record levels tomorrow, which means into the mid-50s, but still cooler than normal. How long will that trend last? We'll show you with the 7-day forecast right after this break.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
During Toyota's Summer Starts Here sales event, get road trip ready and save with $1,000 customer cash on the new 2021 RAV4, Camry, or Highlander at Cary Toyota in Superior. Or drive away with $1,500 on any new Corolla, Corolla hatchback, or Prius. Prefer a hybrid car? Get $2,000 customer cash on the sparkly new Corolla Hybrid. Plus, all new Toyotas come with a Toyota Care complimentary maintenance plan. And remember, quality vehicle trades are worth an all-time high. So trade in your vehicle at Cary Toyota during the Summer Starts Here sales event. Voted best car dealer 22 times.
After being hit by the car, I knew that I was going to have some legal advice. I definitely made the right decision by hiring Schwabel, Getz & Sieben.
Schwabel, Getz & Sieben is 100% committed. They're there from start to finish. They cared about my dad as a person. They cared about his needs, and they cared about his family.
Our most important value is our commitment to our clients. Schwabel, Getz & Sieben.
Get your news on the go. The CBS3 mobile app.
Order your 2022 Polaris snowmobile now from Duluth Lawn and Sports.
Game 7 it is. The Wild fight their way to stay alive in the Stanley Cup playoffs. We'll have a recap tonight.
This morning we had a frost advisory. Tomorrow morning, a freeze warning.
Tonight at 6 on CBS3.
CBS3 weather is brought to you by Kerry Toyota.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
We're almost towards Memorial Day weekend, and the weather, well, as we Northlanders like to say, could be worse. Could be warmer, but I don't really think it's going to be. But it should be fairly decent as we pay tribute to those who've fallen in service of our nation. So let's take a look at the headlines for Memorial Day weekend here. Friday and Saturday, well, I think they're going to be sunny and cool. In fact, tomorrow morning, freeze warning for a lot of our towns. Once we get into Sunday, a new low pressure system does make showers possible, and the tail end of that system now looks like it could kick up some afternoon thunder on Memorial Day itself. But for morning ceremonies and noontime parades, hopefully everything's going to work out all right. And again, I hope folks will come to Grand Avenue in Duluth and check out that historic annual parade and check everything out. Well, let's check out the conditions current-wise from the airport at the moment, and it's 42 degrees. Relative humidity is 58%. Easterly winds running 10 miles per hour. Air pressure, 30.9 inches of mercury. Current temps, it's not overly warm today. No, the normal is about 67. Nobody's there right now. Some are warmer than others. 40 to 45 in the Upper Peninsula, about 40 to 45 in northwestern Wisconsin as well. Cloquet is down to 39 degrees, and so is Two Harbors. Silver Bay says, hold my beverage. 37 is the current temperature there. But you get towards the Iron Ranges, and it does perk up a little bit. Lower 50s for the Mesabi and the Vermilion and border country as well. And that's a sign now that we're going to push into the 50s tomorrow. So 40s today, 50s tomorrow, maybe 60s again by Saturday. Now, we take a look at the Doppler map, and we talked last night about higher pressure coming in from the north. At the same time, lower pressure from the west was coming aboard. And today, that battle seems to work towards keeping all the rain with the low pressure system pretty much to our south. So we're cloudy up here, but we're on the dry side as well. We're missing out on most of this precip. Taking a look at the extended forecast here for Friday, like I mentioned, it should be cool but sunny thanks to high pressure. Eyeing up what's going on for Saturday, should become straight up sunny here as the high pressure continues to hold on to us for another day. But Sunday will be the day of change when a new low from the west comes aboard, bringing us a 30% chance for showers. Probably just light rains here on Sunday, but again, the back end of this low could kick up some thunder boomers on Memorial Day afternoon. Forecast time tonight. Our friends on the Minnesota side of life will watch low temps, if they're watching their thermometers, drop into the lower 20s overnight, maybe low to mid 30s for the rest of the region. Mostly cloudy sky for Wisconsin, Michigan as well, and comparatively warmer there, 30 to 33 degrees. So again, freeze warnings for Wisconsin and Minnesota, and a frost advisory for the UP. Tomorrow, well, the sunshine comes back out. We perk up a little bit temperature-wise, run 53 to 59 for Wisconsin and the Upper Peninsula. Minnesota numbers could dare to go to 65 by International Falls, otherwise cooler for the rest of the state there. Extended forecast for the weekend. We go to 63 on Saturday, 65 on Sunday with that shower chance. And then we crack 70 on Monday for Memorial Day with that 30% chance for afternoon thunderstorms. The rest of the week then, Tuesday through Thursday, Ryan, looks like we'll hold on to the 70s, which in turn will be a hair warmer than normal. So turnabout, of course, always being fair play in the weather scene.
Yeah, it's got to wait a little while for those warmer temperatures. Thank you, Dave. It has been 2 winters and a pandemic, but sailing season is finally back. The Duluth Yacht Club races on Lake Superior every Wednesday evening in the summer. CBS 3's Kendall Jarbo takes us on board for the first race of the season.
It is the first sailboat race of the season, so grab your life jacket and come along for the ride.
It's the combination of physicality and the mental game. It's also a huge sense of camaraderie.
Now we are on Lake Superior here. I'm with a few members from Duluth Yacht Club. There's about 13 of us on board. Racing is such a fun time for people who are very experienced or maybe just learning the ropes.
This is a lot of our first times on this boat, so this is a relatively new boat. We got some things to practice, but overall today went miles better than I thought it was going to.
It's all about strategy, thinking ahead, staying on your toes, making sure that you do things right the first time, because it's a lot harder to fix things if you've messed them up.
The key here is wind. If there's too much of it, it's not safe to sail. But if there's not enough, it's going to take a lot of legwork to get the boat moving. As for us, it was a slow start, but now it's picking up.
It's really amazing to be able to see everybody again after taking last year off, and just seeing the boats back out on the water, it just makes me happy.
Lift bridge, this is the Screaming-O calling in for an inbound lift. When the race is over, it's time to head back into the harbor, but they'll be back out here next Wednesday.
When the counterweights pass.
Our thanks to Kendall for that story. The Duluth Yacht Club runs sailboat races every Wednesday at 6:15 p.m. during the summer. You can catch a great view of those boats anywhere along the lake walk. We have that full racing schedule on our website. It is that time of the show where we get to talk about adoptable pets. Today's pet comes to us from the Range Regional Animal Rescue. His name is Bo Diddley. Bo Diddley is a 1-year-old lab shepherd mix who came in as a stray from North Dakota. He is an easygoing and loving dog, but that doesn't mean he is lazy. He has tons of energy and is looking for someone to burn it off with. Bo is great with all people, and in a more regular setting, he would get along just fine with other pups. If you would like to set up an appointment to adopt Bo Diddley, you can call 218-638-2153. Still to come, the airline industry is expecting a Memorial Day boom in travel, but will those numbers last? Plus, on this National Safe Boating Week, the Wisconsin DNR is reminding everyone to remain alert before the busy weekend.
At Ralph Eye Care Specialists, we help your family see well. We check your child's need for glasses, and we screen for problems which are best treated early in life. We test your parents for diseases like macular degeneration and glaucoma. These often have no early symptoms, so regular eye exams are important. And we care for you, providing routine and emergency care for your lifetime. Call now to schedule an appointment at Ralph Eye Care Specialists.
Who do you see when you look in the mirror? Do crow's feet, wrinkles, and under-eye bags make you look 10 years older than you feel? Let's face it, aging isn't fun. We all want to look our best, so we feel our best. But injections and procedures can be expensive and painful. There's a temporary, better way to love your reflection. And that better way is Plexiderm.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I? That absolutely blows me away. I feel better, and when you feel better, you shine. And when you shine, the whole world loves you, and that's a great feeling. Hi, my name is Robin, and this is what Plexiderm does for me. I shine. So I feel so much younger when I use the Plexiderm. I feel like I look half my age, and I'm not exaggerating. I feel great.
Wow, that's incredible. What a difference. I think I look great. 10 years younger at least. There's been creams, there's been lotions, concealers. Nothing works like this. And in just a few minutes, it's amazing. The crow's feet, developed those about 10 years ago. And these little lines around my mouth, where did they come from? And I put this on and bam, they're gone. Just in a couple of minutes. I can't believe it. They're gone.
Forget the pain and expense of injections or in-office procedures and try the 10-minute solution that lasts for up to 10 hours. Plexiderm is so easy. Just make sure you have a clean, dry face and apply a small amount because it's so powerful. Wait a few minutes, then your bags and wrinkles will visibly disappear.
I can't believe I have no lines in my face. I'm like 20 years young.
See the Plexiderm difference for yourself this Memorial Day with our $14.95 starter offer. Just visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Coming up Friday on CBS3 this morning, a recap of Mayor Jim Payne's State of the City address for Superior. And a look at your Memorial Day weekend forecast as temperatures slowly climb back to normal. So make sure to tune in starting at 5 a.m.
Join in the fight against ALS. Today.
Get your news on the go. The CBS3 mobile app.
Welcome back, everyone. American air travel is making a comeback. This Memorial Day weekend, 60% more Americans are expected to travel this time compared to last year. Because of the pandemic, the airline industry suffered more than $370 billion in losses. That led Boeing CEO to declare at least one airline would be pushed out of business. Instead, 2 new ones have launched with goals to tackle small airports across the U.S.
There may be other ways to get to these airports in the western U.S., maybe through LAX, maybe through a connection, but we're trying to offer something that's different to the customer, to the traveling public.
One airline travel expert says these new airlines will help drive competition, making flying better for the consumer. But based on history, the last U.S. airline to launch in Virgin America folded back in 2018. The Wisconsin DNR wants to make sure everyone has a safe Memorial Day weekend on the water. As part of National Safe Boating Week, DNR officials remind us to always practice safe boating. The DNR says so far this year there have already been 6 boating fatalities. They say the most important thing is to always have a life jacket. Experts stress 80% of all boating-related fatalities are due to drowning. Another thing is to always be aware of the changing and dangerous weather conditions.
Get your life jacket on if you're not already wearing it. Small bodies of water, get off the water, find a safe harbor, find a safe dock. And absolutely worst case scenario is anchor the boat and ride it out.
The DNR also stresses the importance of driver inexperience. They say you should take an online boating safety class before hitting the water and not drink as the captain of the boat.
Coming up here on the CBS Evening News, Memorial Day travel. 1 in 4 Americans on the highways and in the skies, with millions in the path of dangerous storms. And the stunning new video of a passenger attacking a flight attendant. Plus, Tiger Woods breaks his silence after that devastating car crash, why he's calling it the most painful thing he's ever experienced. And racing through the glass ceiling. Meet the women making history at the Indy 500. That's all tonight on the CBS Evening News.
Change the future of medicine from the convenience of home. Join the All of Us research program to help improve health research and speed up medical breakthroughs. Visit essentialhealth.org/allofus to learn more.
Introducing the Cool Turtle, the ultra-comfortable mask enhancer that creates a protective, cool, and breathable space between your mask and your face. Simply slide under any mask or gaiter and immediately feel the refreshing pocket of air surrounding your face. Cool Turtle's ergonomically designed, soft, comfortable shell immediately reduces mask friction, allowing you to breathe and talk in a comfortable environment.
I can actually breathe. With the Cool Turtle, no more sweating.
It's like I don't even have a mask on.
Call now and get not 1, not 2, but 3 Cool Turtles for just $10. Order now and we'll send you 2 more Cool Turtles free. No fees, absolutely free. Plus, you can get a 10-pack of 4-ply face masks. Just pay a separate fee. This offer is not available on Amazon. Get the real Cool Turtle now.
Call 1-800-379-1590. That's 1-800-379-1590 or visit getcoolturtle.com. Order now.
Storm damage happens, and when it does, turn to Peak Construction Roofing, the Northland storm damage experts. Peak simplifies the process for you every step of the way. With our skilled technicians, we quickly survey the situation to determine the best course of action. We offer insurance claims assistance to eliminate insurance confusion. Plus, we offer free storm damage inspections. Call Peak today to set up your free storm damage inspection, and let us take care of you.
breaking news.
What's your reaction and what's next?
Original reporting.
How do you hope to change the world?
And the good things in life.
Live music and variety. Where are you going to get that?
Here.
Yeah.
Join Jeff Glor, Dana Jacobson, and Michelle Miller.
The whole gang is back.
Yeah.
On CBS This Morning, Saturday.
Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men. Our buy one, get one for $1 suit and sport coat sale is now in progress. Hundreds of options. Mainstream, downtown Duluth.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look outside our Canal Park studio on this blustery evening. Let's take a look back at today's top story and see what's coming up at 6. Minnesota DNR has terminated the state mineral leases for the Mesabi Metallics mining project. The DNR gave Mesabi a 20-day window to meet certain requirements for its project to build a taconite and pelletization facility in Nashwauk. However, the DNR said Mesabi failed to meet those goals, so the agency has moved forward with the termination of those leases. Coming up tonight at 6, some puppies reported to prison today in Hermantown. They're not in trouble, but instead offering help and receiving some. The prison resumed its Can Do Canines program today after the pandemic canceled it last year. So tonight we'll hear from program leaders about why this is such an important program for the prison and its inmates. That is all the news right now at 5. The CBS Evening News is next. We'll see you back here tonight at 6.